My first days in service, oh, Lord. It was about like everybody else's. I was squared away, but I was unsquared away because I was unfamiliar with what subject wanted me to do. The faster you get adapted to training, I did not want to come out of this, that's what you.
My duty times weren't too bad in the Air Force. I mean, I was in Panama in '89. I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm in '90 and '91. And I came back home and they was starting the process of deactivating my unit. And they had the bombing at the Alpha P. Murray building in '95, and I got called in on that. I worked security at Ground Site Zero.
And I worked on a few 101s, and I enjoyed it. Sometimes I wish I was back doing it. And they say, man, if he doesn't like what he's doing, get him out of there.
From there, I went to Advanced Infantry Training called AIT at Fort Ord, California.
I was taken to Great Lakes, Illinois for boot camp.
When I first set foot in the Navy in boot camp, kind of wondered what I got into. And then after boot camp, I was able to draw early duty on board the USS Sacramento.
I spent approximately 18 months in Alaska, or Northern Frontier is what they called it. And I was a weapons specialist.
I didn't want to join the Navy because I couldn't swim. I could swim, like you said. I'd rather have the Army as the Navy.
I joined the service because I wanted to do underwater construction as a welder.
Back in 1965, due to our family situation, I felt like it was probably to my family's advantage and mine to join the National Guard.
I was a heavy equipment operator, Shore Party Battalion. Our job was to unload ships of equipment coming back from Vietnam.
There, I'd chosen to be a paratrooper, and I went to Fort Benning, Georgia for parachute training to become a paratrooper.
I had 2 tours in Vietnam. I flew helicopters my second tour. And I worked my way up and I became a captain in the Army. I was primarily artillery officer at Fort Sill.
I was a country boy. I had never been, well, I had been out of Oklahoma. Being transferred to Great Lakes, Illinois, it was from a different country. Wintertime, it's cold. In fact, I froze my heels walking fire watch around our barracks.
The greatest challenge was to be requested mass from 5-officer mass to be go to the Annapolis Naval Academy to become first lieutenant, and I did not make the grade.
I guess my worst experience was experiencing death, mass death.
I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to join the Air Force, wanted to fly planes. I wore glasses at the time. They said, you wear glasses, you can't fly. So I thought, well, I'll go to the Army and fly helicopters. Well, the Army's the same way. You wear glasses, you can't fly. So I became a military police. I thought, well, I'll just arrest all those that's flying.
The most challenging thing going through the 2 years in the Marine Corps was trying to support my family on the amount of pay they allowed us at that time.
It was such a waste of young people's lives, both sides.
I got sent unaccompanied to Guam. That means I had to leave my wife and kids behind for 2 years. So it does get rough at times.
I guess being away from home being in a combat situation?
Well, the greatest challenge during those days, pretty easy. It was to make sure that we were ready, either to go overseas or to serve the Army here in the United States in Iraq control.
Greatest challenge is, for me, and it's probably with most combat vets, is trying to figure out how to leave the memories behind. You can't never leave them behind. They're always with you.
Greatest reward was being able to serve my country. And do what was that?
Oh, well, just making it through, I guess, would be, just being able to make it home, because a lot of the guys didn't make it back, you know.
They didn't have to have no combat, didn't have to go into combat.
You know, if it's some of the medals I earned, or having another stripe pinned on, or getting out.
The most rewarding to me is trying to, with putting forth my effort to help other countries gain their freedom like America's got. You win some, you lose some.
The training, both basic AIP training, but more than that, the ongoing training that we received in the Army, Reserves and National Guard. Both physical, mental, and then strategic training that in the area that we were to serve in.
And you made some lifelong friends that you never forget. Never forget. That stayed stuck tight, hung tight.
I wanted to be outside all the time, so I chose to be outside. My job mostly was parking vehicles after they get through with them, and park them, so we could find them again, know where it was, you know.
A lot of people heard of Chuck Yeager. He was a captain at the time, flying F-100. I worked on his plane.
God bless America.
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 And God bless America.
God bless America.
Simplified, God bless America.
God bless America and all of the vets who have served and are still serving.
I am a patriot. I'm what you would call a patriot. I love my country, I love my people, and I love you. I would die for you.